So we're going to present this evaluating character development presentation about Edward DeRoche's book as a kind of a read-along. If you want to, you can mute me, or fast forward, or rewind, or pause. First, we laid out the questions. Who, what, where, when, why, how, the big one, and then what was the final one. So why? To determine the extent that your expectations have been attained, so that you can examine and modify your program, to improve things, and to make informed decisions. Benefits. The benefits are huge. It'll enhance relationships. It will give everybody ownership. It creates a community of learners, and it's empowering to work on something together. Who should do the evaluation? Well, you need a committee that will drive the program and data collection and create a direction and decide where you're going and can work well together. Outside evaluators? Responsive evaluation will improve the practice for the students. So keep your evaluation in-house, simple, manageable, and leave hard research to researchers. Outside opinions can be information that will help you and guide your findings. What do we evaluate? The basic consensus of everything we've read is that you need a CE committee that knows who you are, what your background is. You might want to start with a survey, and you definitely want to continue evaluating, especially because things change. So do you have at your school a mission and vision? Do you know it? Support from leadership, expectations for students and staff, virtues that everyone's on board with, partnership with your parents and your community, resources, a school culture you can feel, and student involvement in the school. How do we evaluate a character education program? Does it foster the school's virtues? Is it easily integrated? Is it easy to adapt? Does it include a teacher's guide? Does it foster the students' thinking skills? Does it require students to practice core virtues? Is it free from bias or prejudice? This is the toolbox. We get surveys, questionnaires, performance data, school records, report cards, testimonials, interviews, journals, portfolios, stories. So triangulation. If you use the virtue of respect as an example, you might create a questionnaire for the students, parents, and teachers about whether or not we're respectful in the building. Or you might choose one class that you could observe in the classroom and hallways, administer a survey to, and look at the report card marks, specifically with the descriptor treats others with respect. By using 3 sources, you add validity and reliability to the data that you're collecting. Action research. The action plan that you create with your team will include the following steps. What are you going to research? How are you going to research it? How are you going to collect and analyze data? And how will the data inform your practice? When to evaluate. So, should you be using formative or summative evaluation? Ask yourself. If you're evaluating how it's working, or you need to evaluate how it's working, that's formative. If you're looking at how did it work, that's summative. When you're done, what do you do with the information? It can baseline, mapping trends. It can be a comparison of other schools. It can determine the degree that you're doing what you're trying to do. Basically, it informs you. So reporting. There's a lot of different ways that you can report, because you need to share your results with the stakeholders within the community. Whichever way that you use, it just matters that people are looking at it. It's essential for continuance and improvement. So I'm sure you all do a lot of this. The toolkit recommendations. State your program goals. Explain the evaluation design. Summarize your key findings. Open discussion. State your evaluation goals. Report the results. And propose your next steps. Now you get to sit around and decide what you're going to do with your data. The questions that require action. What does the information suggest about improvement? What needs attention? Do you need your administration and leadership to step in? What are the next steps? What was unexpected? That's the first part of our presentation. The second part are the questions. I've used only Creative Commons licensed photos. So in the references, you'll be able to click on any of the photos in their original location online and check out other work from the artists who created those icons. And free music, the music is available also for you to check out. So you got your 3 questions coming out, and they each kind of have a little bit more information wrapped around them, and your references to check out on the page. So I hope you're enjoying our presentation.